Hey boo, hey, how you be? Come on in and talk with me. Bring a friend or bring three. Like the video, for you it's free. Drop a crown and where you from. The queen is here. Let's start the show. Where we gonna end? Nobody know. Now here we go. Here we go. Let's start the show. Ow. Welcome, confessors. Come on in. Press that thumbs up, drop a crown, and speak if you're not a hater or a lurker. We are nothing but good vibes and good times up in here. We accept all opinions and points of views respectfully. Let's get it cracking. What's going on, y'all? Happy Wednesday. We are here to talk about 11 Mayor Tunstfield, the girls, y'all. The girls. Woo! So much to talk about, so much to unpack, so much accountability, so much unaccountability, but let's talk about it. But before we do, let me bring up my co-host, the one and only, the receipt queen, Miss Dina, aka Christina. What's up, baby girl? How you doing?
What's up? I'm number one in my fantasy football team.
Ow! We is not gonna start. But that's what's up. Well, that's one good thing for today. I hope everyone else is having an amazing day today and everyone is doing fine, is wine and all of that good stuff. Excuse me, I just smoked really good before we came home, and it is doing something to the lungs. That's that good shit, y'all. That's that good shit I be smoking. Anyway, if you are under the age of 18, it's time for y'all to go. Y'all got to go because this is not for children. If you are 18 years and older, please stay and slay and get into it and catch this vibe. Let's talk. Because the episode started right off with everything going on when Mel stating where she stands when Stormy asked her to. So Stormy, it finally came to the point where Stormy revealed to the group that we all know and have seen in real time how it played out when a blogger went to Stormy's warehouse recording, and due to how Stormy defended her warehouse and her employees in her business, she was actually thrown in jail for that. And when she asked Mel, like, yo, are we going to can you get behind the fact that this is happening, this is what they're doing, and all of this stuff? And Mel's face was dead. Mel gave her nothing. She gave her nothing. And I was like, oh my gosh, Mel, you really have nothing. I thought Mel would have said something, even in retaliation, whether it was negative or not, but Mel said nothing.
And now, then he got in the confessional and said the fool talking about you wasn't conducting yourself professionally and you should have been like a 911. What's your emergency? So, hey, Nikki B. Hey, Monique. I ain't seen Monique in a minute.
But Monique pop up what she wants
somebody should have did.
Monique pop up what you out there.
This woman all up in your face, and she was acting just as rude as she wanted to be too. That's like you coming into my personal space. Tell me, I need to have this person removed.
Mm-hmm.
Let it happen to her. Let them show up at her t-shirt warehouse.
You know what I'm saying? And that is just nuts because no, you cannot. Mel cannot be responsible for every single millimeter for what they do. Right. However,
She could have got online and said, "Hey,
You
I
could have
understand the
said
situation.
something.
I don't condone y'all out here. However, I feel about a castmate, y'all shouldn't be out here harassing the castmates of the show."
Yeah, because it just comes a point, and like someone has said, I think it was Tish who said, or it might have been Stormy, one of the two, who said, we are not just your characters on your show or whatever. We actually, we all have businesses, and this is affecting our businesses. And this shouldn't have had anything to do with the fact that you got your people coming to my warehouse doing what they doing. Now, did Mel call up the blogger and be like, yo, I need you to go down there, take your phone,
No,
take it out, do all this. I need you to record everything that happens. And then I need you to go down and file a report so she can go to jail. No, of course not. It did not go. No one's a mastermind like that. However, what happened, you should have said something. When it gets to the point where authorities have to get involved and things are going on someone's record and it is putting a narrative out there about somebody, you would think you would want to say something.
something.
Something. Now, of course, there are things that Mel do not need to respond to because, yes, all these women are grown ass women, and yes, they did sign up for a show, but they did not sign up for people to be coming to their place of business. Like, I don't know what other show has
Well,
people doing that
whether
like
it's
that to
really
that
not,
extent.
it's not the show, it's about the following. Because I think it was Stormy or Teacher also said this is like next level hate. Like anytime you get on a show, just us getting on this platform right here, anytime you go into any type of public purview, you have to expect there's going to be 50%, 50 that like you, 50% that don't, 70, 30, 90, 10, whatever the case may be, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when a person has a following, like how you have the Beehive and the Barty Gang and the Barbies, and when you get to a certain level where they got names for your people and these people are in droves, yes, you cannot control every last one of them, but it's just like when we get on here and we say, like when we do baddies, we say we don't promote bullying, condone violence, and all that stuff. Yes, we review it, but we're not condoning their activities, and we even talk about how desperate some of them are to get a bag, but we're not condoning it. So a
Exactly.
simple live to say, "Hey, I appreciate y'all love and support." Buying my t-shirts and facial products or mugs or whatever she's selling this week, hoodies, whatever. I appreciate all that love and support y'all gave me throughout the years. But do not harass the castmates. Regardless of how I feel about them, do not harass the castmates. And it's just that
Exactly.
simple.
Exactly. And there was another point that she made where she said, you know, I have people who are fans of y'all's or whatever that are in my DM saying things to me, and y'all don't see me saying anything. The Kimmy says, I agree, the lines have been blurred and out of control the moment people are engaging in person. Absolutely.
Exactly. It's a whole different thing with the DMs. Oh, you shouldn't do her like that. She was a good friend to you. Yes, that's freedom of speech and this is that and third. But technically that woman was trespassing on her property. Did she handle it in the best way? Probably not. But you
I
can't
mean,
get
how else
mad.
could you handle that though?
But I mean,
And
like Neil
especially
said,
to think, how else would you
911,
think that
what's
you
your
would to go to
emergency?
jail for that?
Nobody knows how they're going to react until they're in that situation. For example, I'm in my place of business. I'm going to my car to get my lunch or something I left in there, my water, blah, blah, whatever. I'm going to my car. Somebody approaches me that shouldn't be there. At that moment, you're like, oh, no, 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 woo, 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 whatever. And and maybe the part about her calling 911 wasn't on the live or whatever, but you can't be mad at somebody because they didn't act to a situation the way you would react to a situation. And truth be told, none of us know how we're going to react until we're in the situation.
Exactly. Monique says Mel is the delusional one. There is a huge difference in comments calling Target, CVS, etc. to bash Stormy's brand.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
And
What?
we only need to reserve that for when people make those crazy blank comments after dumb but one. When people make those type of comments and they in certain positions, that's when we need to be calling people's jobs. We need, if we gonna be a Karen, we need to reserve it for something of importance, not
Yeah,
ruin a woman's financial institution, how she feeds her family and how she makes a living just because Mel don't like her.
it
She
makes no
ain't make
sense.
no racial comments. She ain't hurt nobody's kids. She ain't stole nobody's man. Her whatever stuff ain't been proven to cause cancer. Like y'all calling these stores on the strength that her and Mel is having words. And who's to say next month they won't be friends again?
Exactly. But pedaling back to when you had said when someone had mentioned the fact that it's a level of hate and it's not necessary. I believe that was Tisha who said that, but
Right.
it
It's a
was
whole
the
different
face
level.
that everybody had. The camera, the camera edit went to everybody's face when Tisha had said that, and everybody had the look of, "Yup, they agreed." Everybody was
She
in
was speaking
agreement.
facts. She was
Everybody.
definitely speaking facts because everybody's going to choose sides. Oh, I like her hair. I identify with her story. Oh, I have stepkids too. I'm married to a lawyer. There's a billion women out here, or whoever, million, whatever, who's watching the show that identify with different characters, right? And then that's
Mhm.
who's their favorite. Oh, she looked like my cousin. She looked like my sister. She looked like my grandma. Whatever they reason, they have an affinity for one or two or three or however many people on the show. And that's perfectly fine. But when you take it to a level of driving from wherever this woman lives, because this woman does not live in Huntsville, Alabama, and to my knowledge, that's not the first time she's gone to somebody's place of employment, right?
Oh,
And
that
even
ain't the
when
first time that blogger has done a lot of crazy
Right.
shit.
And even when, if you rewind back to just in the time I've been watching, when Mel was being funny, remember when she was teaching that real estate class and all them people had flew in from wherever, and she was like, yeah, I sent them down to Black and it was closed. Comments like that,
Who knows what she's doing?
like,
And when
your
she's not doing
millimeters.
that, she is having the millimeters do it. So back what I was saying earlier, when she made the comment that we don't see her when people be in her DMs and we don't see her clapping back and saying nothing. No, we don't, Mel, because that's what you got the millimeters for. And that is what they are talking about right now, that you got the millimeters doing. That is the case and the point. The
Right,
case
but you
and
knew what
point.
had happened. You knew that your millimeters had been calling the city on them when they had the casino night, even though no real money was exchanged. You knew
Right?
that they had been, your millimeters had called in on them about paying taxes on shit that they got shipped from Amazon or Wayfair, or wherever the fuck they got the bar stools from. So you knew, and so then you sat up there and was all coy. Oh yeah, I sent my peoples down here, and it was closed. What's up with that, girl? You already know. You just trying to get confirmation. You wanted them to say, "Well, your millimeter fans called the laws on us or whatever." Like, so
Right.
but you acting like you don't know, and that's the shit that pissed me off.
Nikki said, and not only did she drive to that warehouse, she was calling around asking people about Stormy and going to her previous warehouses after she has made all those videos trash talking Stormy.
Yes.
And that's what I'm talking about. When you a senior citizen and ain't got nothing else better on your hands to do, and
when we
you're
should be
miserable. This is the
uplifting
shit
Black
that you
women.
do.
Let's be clear. There's a lot of people on other shows who live in rented houses for filming, have fake storylines, and this is that and the third. Her and her husband genuinely have built this business up. That estate that they live on with horses and cows and chickens or whatever the fuck all they got out there, all that beautiful land, that whole beautiful house, it's in their name. So
All
why are you not uplifting? Like she said, we all supposed to be millionaires up in here, but we not giving millionaire energy and whatever the else hell she said. Like, girl, if I guarantee you, if they had if Stormy's called her friends the hurricanes or whatever, and the hurricanes showed up to Mel's warehouse or showed up to a speaking engagement and was like, why are you doing Stormy like that? Or following Mel to all her engagements, she would have a whole fucking 6 episodes dedicated to it.
exactly. And it would be a whole entire thing. And then we're gonna have another petition passed around. You know, they love to put a petition out for every goddamn
Now, if they
thing.
voted her off the show because her millimeters was out of control, because she know damn good and well if any of the other ladies on the show had a following like hers and the people was out in the streets acting a fool, and you got the Martellians out there showing up,
Not the
and
Martellians.
I'm just
Just
making up
making
names.
up names.
You
I
got
love
the
it.
Martellians out there because it's close as I can get to the aliens. So if you got the Martellians out there following Mel everywhere she goes, snapping pictures of her when she trying to have dinner with her man or her dinner with the kids, or this is that and the third, and overly invading a person's privacy. There is what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. It's something about a privacy expectation, right? Like you go to a hotel room, you have a level of privacy expectation. That's why hotels that had cameras, Airbnb's cameras, there's a privacy expectation when you enter into certain things. So that's when I say, with all this day and age of the internet, people are breaking that boundary of your expected level of privacy. I do it too. We up here looking up police records, addresses. Now you don't publish that shit because that's doxing and you can get yourself in trouble. But I would never show up nowhere. I don't go nowhere unless I'm invited.
People
And I
ain't
feel
got
like
nothing
the
else
only
better to
place
do.
I
That
go
is
where I'm
what.
not in
See, behind closed doors, I know there's like a secret society. I feel like there's a tighter millimeter club within the millimeters club, and they all get together and they like figure out who they gonna go after this week. Like who's someone new, who's gonna go after, and that is just how it's done. They just don't care.
Well, I'm gonna put
They
it like
are
this.
ruthless. They keep going. So
I'm gonna
so let's just move on because it's a whole bunch. But even when Kimmy was talking, Mel was stone faced, and basically Mel was just saying Stormy gets what she deserves. To say that, because what was she saying? She said something like I can't do nothing, and what you like warranted to do this. If I was you, I wouldn't have been called. I would have been calling the police
Yeah,
and
that's
all
what she
that.
said in the confessional.
Like,
She
good
didn't say that to her face.
no,
She said nothing in her face
nothing.
or
Stone
verbally
face.
during
But
the
she
event.
was doing a
But
lot
in
of
the
that shit in the
confessional,
confessional.
she had a real slick mouth.
In the confessional, she was real. So she was slick to Tisha. She was slick to Stormy. She was slick to Trisha. She was just slick with it. And I'm like, oh my God, like,
Say that
like
shit
that Cat
in their
Williams,
face.
don't you know we can see you? Don't
Look,
you know they gonna see this?
and they gonna see this, and they played a highlight reel on, and I'm pretty sure that made the highlight reel before they filmed the reunion, and they filmed it before all all the episodes air. But let me tell you something, that's trash. Because if I felt some type of way, I'm gonna say that to your face. I have always said I don't never say nothing behind nobody's back that I can't say to the
During Twitter. Yeah, they knew that they were going to do that, and
Yeah,
that was the
that's
whole
exactly
point.
what she said. Well, you must have done something to get arrested. Do you know how many innocent people get arrested? Do you know how many innocent people are sitting in jail right now because they couldn't afford an attorney? They fit the profile. They was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Girl, shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm done.
Tell us how you really feel. Okay, we talked about her for 20 minutes, so let's move on to once again
Yeah, I
Trisha
got to smoke me
telling
another
her story
cigarette.
for the
She
upteenth
got me
son.
worked. She got me worked up with her good lying ass.
Yes, the fuck. So yeah, so now Tish, I don't know why she decided to do this, but she wanted to ring up at the
She
table.
is very much the bone collector this season. She's giving me very much Levi Sheree this season.
So
Very much.
she brings up Trisha and the whole thing between her and Martell, and Trisha starts telling the story all over again. This, that, and the third. And Sonny stops her, and this was like the first time in a long time. I was like, "Yup, Sonny, you're right." When Sonny was like, "Okay, so you lied to protect something that could have happened but didn't," and it was like dead silence because why are you lying if nothing happened? That is the whole story, and that's what the basis of this is. Why are you lying if it didn't happen? What are you trying to protect something that could have happened? It just doesn't make sense. And with the way Martell acted, it just ain't adding up. Nobody believes it, including Mel. Now, do you believe anything
The
about this
math is
at
not
all, dear?
mathing. 2 plus 2 is equal 27. The math is not mathing. And see, here's my thing again with people lying about shit that they ain't got to lie about, right? So if you're gonna make the clarify the statement of at the time you were training men and women. Now, when you got a little money and you feeling self-conscious, you may not want to go to the gym. Okay. I know a few personal trainers. My one of my stepsisters is a personal trainer in Atlanta. If y'all need something in Atlanta, let me know. I'll hook y'all up. But she trains people in the gym and she trains people at home. Now, 90% of the time, if people got a little money, they have like a little home gym. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to be seen people taking pictures of them where they working out, sweaty, hair messed up, funky, whatever. So if you just went there and gave him a workout plan and then left, then it would have been nothing to say that. Plus, he wasn't with Mel. They were apparently all the way divorced. Okay. And what I think happened was that, because everybody say Martell is a hoe, which is verifiable facts. So I don't have to say allegedly.
But
And
according to Nell, that man is a fine hoe. That man is
Hey,
a fine
and
hoe.
that's the
That
best
man is
type
a
of
fine.
hoe. I ain't gonna lie to you. The best type of hoe is a fine, honest hoe. Okay. So you got that going on for him. And maybe he was under the impression she wanted to holler. They get there, she trying to go to the thing and trying to be professional. He crossed the line and then it was just awkward. And so she left. That's what I think happened. So of course you don't want to be talking about it or whatever because she don't want to say he trying to holler at me. I came for business. He was trying to holler, and then and see, this is how I know he tried to holler because niggas who don't get their way always got to talk shit about a bitch. Talking about she wasn't as bad as she is now. Nigga,
That's the
that means
go-to.
I wanted to hit and she turned me down. Because any woman in America, unless you just trash curb ugly, a nigga has tried to holler, and when you said, nah, bitch, I ain't want you anyway, you ain't that motherfucking cute. You know what, nigga, 5 minutes ago, you said you drink my bath water, and I said no. Now I'm wood. So that's how I know. I really feel like he jumped in her DMs on the premise, hey, let's work out. Can you train me? He gets her to the
But
house.
why are you DMing me if you want a professional training? Shouldn't you be emailing me? Shouldn't you be
Calling
calling
me,
my
going on
contact number?
the
Because
website,
obviously I should have
whatever.
a website or
And here,
something going on
I'll
along those
even play
lines if
devil's
I'm a
advocate.
professional trainer. So you need to
That
be
might
coming
be
correct. So that
how
was the
she was.
first thing that he did wrong.
Right. And that could be how, because some people, before they got to the bookings and all that, DM me for appointments. Even my hair braider says DM me for appointments. But what I honestly feel like, when he DM'd her, he was like, I'm going to get her over here under
No,
the
because they should
premise.
have known that. If that was normal for her to get DMs, then they wouldn't have made that a big deal. Because if they know her, they should know. Oh, you could just go DM her. She'll, But that wasn't the case. Everyone was like, "Oh, DMs." No, so that ain't. So I
You
don't
have
feel
to
that that's the
also
case with
understand that
her.
some of the ladies in this group are a little bit older. Okay, so let's be clear. Trish is a good little bit younger than some of the ladies on the show. I'm just gonna say that. But I know I kind of have an idea into the male mind frame. So this is how I feel like it went down. He didn't end her on this pretend workout, whatever. She comes over, they go through the workout plan. He starts hitting on her. She's like, hey, I'm not interested in you like that. I came over here on the professional level. Let's bounce and not do this ever again. Now his little ego is hurt and she feels awkward. So why bring it up?
Yeah.
Until Martell brings it up, like, oh yeah, I know her. And so yeah, she probably felt on the defensive when she brought it up, because she was like, I don't want to go through that awkward moment again. You're in a man's home, he hits on you, you make it out, there was no SA, there was no assault, there was no none of this. Why keep bringing it up? And then again, we're talking 4, 5, 10, I don't know, 4 or 5, whatever, however many years ago. So, or well, at least because they got divorced in 2021. So let's say at least 3 years ago, right? I blocked that out and moved on.
Right.
So I'm assuming that's where I'm assuming where she don't want to embarrass that man, embarrass her, because you get into the he say she say. Oh, he tried to holler at me. Nah, she was throwing her stuff at me, and I told her no, I'm not even divorced all the way yet. Niggas will throw.
It's the constant story changing. You won't keep it straight. And then even Stormy had to call you out on it herself. And Stormy is the type of friend that just ain't gonna call you out on no BS. But now she feel like she's lying to her. So you lying to your girl
Right.
about it. Y'all was in the privacy of her own home. Like you couldn't keep it real in.
Yes,
It
Nikki.
makes sense.
This is what we need. This is the hot topic. Put Nikki B's last comment up there.
Yes, and that is where they stood, and that is what the main thing is about to be about. I think that's how the discussion is about to continue with the men on the next episode. Because yeah, that's a yes. And you saw the face that Kenneth made. I don't know by editing if that's the real face, but it should have been. That should have been his real face. If it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't, that should have been. And like, what you call
Because
it?
it ain't like
Like,
you
I
couldn't
ain't putting
find
on
the
my eggs in
man.
no basket unless you divorced. Like, hold up, wait a minute.
Right. And it's not like you couldn't find the man. You knew whatever state, city, or whatever he was in. And let me tell you this, even if you can't find them, they have ways for you to get divorced. Like, you got to publish it in the paper. You know what? I'm going to beat your ass. You got to publish it in the paper, right? That you looking for this person so y'all can get divorced. And it's got to run like 30, 60, 90 days, whatever the case may be, right? And then they don't respond or whatever. And then you can go ahead and get your divorce. There is no reason why you couldn't have got a divorce. Because let me tell you something. Ken seems like, I don't know him, seems like a good man. And the second that I had a man coming to my home, whether it was her home, his home, however they got together in the home, and he taking my kids to their sporting events and birthday parties and to their little spending the night over their girlfriend house and caring for my kids like he the sperm donor. Nigga, I couldn't have got to the courthouse fast enough because you're not about to fuck this up. First of all, do we know how hard it is to get a good man? Second of all, I ain't got no problem cutting a fuck boy off. I would have been at the courthouse so goddamn fast. The second Kim moved in, whether I knew it was gonna be forever or not, I would have been at the courthouse.
That part. Okay, so after Nell was swooning over how fine Martell is, which that just got everything started or whatever. Trisha still want to talk about it was business and all of this stuff, and she was not with him. And Mel still had nothing to say, but on the contrary to how Martell, I don't know what the hell I was writing there, so I don't know. So yeah, so Mel had nothing to say with her as well. Here's my thing. I know Mel has said a lot to Shanita. I wonder why Shanita didn't go off. She went off on Tish about whatever more than she went off on Trish. Mm-hmm. And I feel she should have been going off on Trish more because it didn't this happen when you were still married to this man? Fuck a break or not. We still married. You know what I'm saying? But maybe because she was doing her thing on her break, she can't say nothing about him or being on his break. And I think that may be one of the reasons why she ain't going in as much as she really do want to. I know she got to want to.
You know how I feel about fake doctor. She just need to sit down and shut the fuck up too. Because she trying to do her big one, maybe enter into the show. I don't know if she got a big one or not. But here's the thing. This is a dynamic that's been going on for all these years. Now, however long y'all been friends, bitch, we ain't seen you except for the last 2 seasons or whatever at the renaming ceremony. And now you on the girls trip and this is that and the third. This was giving me is I need to bring 2 bitches that support me and all my lies and all my heathenism and all my whatever.
Be a dog for me, so I don't have to, and I can be a princess and not say nothing because I'm the host of the trip and I gotta act like I gotta have class, poise, and grace.
No, it's giving me I need to bring people that support me and that are yes women against the other 5, 6, 7, however many women are there that know that I've been on some trifling ass bullshit. That's what it's giving me.
And even if you is on some trifling ass bullshit, if you supported them, they would support you. But she don't know how to support nobody.
No,
that's her problem. She don't know how to support nobody.
That her shit don't stink.
Fake Dr. Shanita did all that talking about how the ladies should expect fan hate until the Melaminians started attacking her ass. Exactly, and that's what she get. She shouldn't have started shit. Now, where all that money go that people was donating? I don't understand why people was bringing her mouthpiece to do her dirty work. That's exactly what she was doing. She wanted to be the host with the most with style, grace, and poise, and it would look really fucked up because you would be dragged through the mud because the narrative would be you brought these ladies on just so you could treat them like shit and dog them. Like and of course no one would have looked at her right for that.
We see this happen all the time. And it really makes me mad because I'm all about supporting and uplifting Black women and this is that and third. We've had some shady situations, you and I, we've had to deal with some shady people behind the scenes. I would never embarrass anybody publicly. And I feel like Mel has been, this is why, like, we always say don't put people in your relationship because your parents, your family, whatever, all they hear about is the bad shit. They're not going to forgive them. So you've been sitting here downloading Shanita on every bad motherfucking thing that has ever happened on this show. Forget all the good times. You just downloading all the bad. Now she get on here and she calling Tisha messy. She got her 2 cents and everything. Shanita talked more on this thing on these episodes than Mel did. So
that was the point. That was the point. That so was
I'm not buying this shit. Mel said, hey, I'm going to keep my poise and grace, like you said, and all the shit that I told
Most
you.
of the
Y'all
most.
got carte blanche to go say whatever y'all want to these hoes because I'm gonna sit up here and I can go on live and say those were not my thoughts. I didn't say anything.
Oh, I was just playing with the ops. I thought we were both playing. I thought we were both playing while being the ops. You're not the ops. I'm sorry. I won't say that anymore.
I need
Like,
somebody
yes.
DM me the live of her crying. If it's on YouTube, send me the link. DM me at Dina aka Christina on Instagram or Facebook or Christina
So
Moore on
it's
Facebook.
everywhere. You could just plug it into YouTube. It's gonna come up automatically.
Now she was
Her
in the
crying
live
ass.
crying.
Yeah, because she was doing the most. She was trying too hard. She tried too much too early. Okay, she tried to get up on the live and she trying to get people to donate and trying to do this. Look, we see why you jumped on the bandwagon, and I don't know how long it's gonna take for Mel to see that you are just like the bitches that she claiming is the bitches on the show. That you are exactly one, and you the one next to her, you the one she claims is a real friend. You're the
Everybody
one
want
who
to
just
get up
sat up
on
here,
here
came on
for
this
it.
show, and tried to get her fan base to give you money for whatever bullshit you was doing. And now look at you. And they're running off on Mel's live and shit. Like, bitch.
Man, let me tell you something. This is how I know fake from real. I remember, I'm going to sidetrack for just 2 seconds and make it the quick story. I was in Vegas. I used to have a lot of friends, right? I gambled a lot. When I gambled, the bartenders would be hooking me up and whoever I was with, right? Because I would be winning and they know they're getting 10% when I win. And at a certain streak of life, I used to win a lot, right? But there came a time when I lost my job, I lost my house during the recession of 09, 10, that era. And I had to go back and live with my mama. And I mean, car got repossessed. It was bad. I was at rock bottom. I couldn't even get a ride to the food stamp office.
That's when you find
I
out what
couldn't
your
get a
friends
ride to a job interview. But they was steady calling me, "Hey girl, you going to gamble?" Bitch, with what? I've lost everything. Oh, okay, well, I'll holler at you next weekend. Not,
Wow.
hey, bitch, I know you're a winner. Come on, fuck with me. I got $50 to $100. We can go down and play and drink. But y'all wanted me to use my money to get us clout. And it's the same thing here. She's using Mel's clout, trying to get herself on, trying to gain money. But at the end of the day, when you have nothing, if nobody is around, when you get back up, lead them where they left you fucked up at.
Exactly. Point blank. So the morning after the girls left, Stormy and Trish, and I would have to, because what was the point of staying for either of them to have stayed in Mel's presence on her trip? But they both had kid things to do with their children anyway. They had to go do the mama thing. But when Mel came out and talked to Kimmy and Tish, and they were talking about it, she started going in right away on Destiny first because they asked her. First of all, I don't understand Tish for this, because Tish was saying, because I have wrote it because I don't want to say that. So Tish was saying, she came out, saying, I just wanted to check on you to see how you were because you were really quiet last night. But in her confessional earlier, she was like, yeah, now she ain't got nothing to say.
Two-faced it.
Why you come out saying it like that? Like you was, but however, you do got to know how to play with Mel to get it out of her. Because what good would it have done for her to come out like that anyway? So, you got to know how to play. You got to
I feel that you got to know how to get the buttons pushed to get the information that you want.
So I feel that's probably where she was going with it.
If I consider you my friend and your fan base has hurt me. She had to go to jail and turn herself in. She had to go through the court processes and pay a lawyer. We all know now that the case was dismissed, but it could have went the other way. I'm going through all this and you just sit there like I'm speaking some foreign language from the capes
No, she looked like she just got
of the
Botox and
Aztec
could
that
not
nobody
move.
fucking understands. And you just sitting there looking at me like I'm speaking some weird ass foreign language. You have no empathy. You have no emotion. You have no words.
She
You
had
have
nothing.
nothing. If
Nothing.
I'd called it, you know what? I might have chartered a private plane to come take me right then and fucking there for sure.
For real. For real. For real.
Cause
For
that's
real.
foul.
But
And Mel knows she ain't shit for that.
oh, we all know it. We all know
Because
it.
even
But
my worst enemy, if I said something that made somebody else do something to them, that was not my intention. I was venting how I felt about the person. I would apologize for that shit. And I don't care if I had whooped that bitch 20 times. And she said, girl, I was at the Walmart and your sister, cousin's baby daddy, baby mama, um, pulled up on me in the parking lot. You know what? That wasn't none of her business. I'm sorry that happened. I'm gonna check that hole on her shit because I can handle my own shit, and that's real being a real woman.
But
What she
so,
said?
how did you feel about Mel when she had started talking about Destiny sitting next to her, and she felt weird about it? Do you feel that it was weird that Destiny was adamant? Because remember, someone else was sitting in her chair, and
Well, here's
she
the
got
thing.
up.
She was sitting in the chair and she got up to go get her food, bathroom, whatever. And she came back and she was like, damn, somebody stole my seat or whatever. So I don't think it was they was trying to make it seem like, oh, I want to sit here. I think she
Yeah,
was actually already sitting there and they were like having conversations or whatever. Um and then she got up and she came back and her seat was gone. What she say?
and then for Mel's weird self to start all the drama with the Mississippi phone number, knowing that was not Stormy texting Ariana after all this went down. That shit right there. That whole Mississippi phone number shit was absolutely hysterical madness. I could not believe that even happened. I am so tired of all of the drama, the real time drama, the bullshit. Who was that woman even to begin with? No one cares anymore. That is just the craziest shit ever. We know damn well that wasn't Stormy. She knew damn well that wasn't Stormy. That is her really just trying to put Stormy anywhere. Because Stormy does handle herself with poise and grace and demure. Okay, she's very and I feel that Mel tries to knock her off of that anytime she can, just so she can point and say, see, she ain't perfect, she this, she that, she, she ain't rap to that. However, to make her discredible, because as much as shit as people want to talk about Stormy, they really look stupid when they do because there's nothing that they can really say about her. They only said something and started saying something when Mel started saying something and Mel had a problem with her. If that doesn't say a cult, I don't know what does. I just don't know what does. For real.
That spoke volumes to me. I would never be that whole friend.
For real. For real. But I wouldn't have said. But okay, so do you feel that the girls should at least say goodbye before they left to Mel? I guess because I'm sure they said bye to.
No, because she ain't have no words. She ain't have no words when I done told you I got arrested. Not got arrested. She had to turn herself in. You ain't have no words for me, no empathy, no sympathy, no bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. And that's that. I had the last words I needed to say to you at that fucking dinner.
You bitch. For real. For real. Nikki B says, that's how you know Mel never liked Stormy. You see, she let her fans believe Stormy recorded her, and that's why Betty was upset. Yes, Betty was saying from the get-go, like, Betty had her number. Betty stayed on her neck, like, for real. A mother knows. A mother knows. Nothing like a mother knows.
Right.
For real. Hello, FML, you heard when Stormy said, say less. Yup.
Fakes and snakes.
But Stormy was over at that point. I think at that very moment, That's when Stormy said, I quit the show. That's when Stormy said, I quit the show, right there. That's when she made her decision at that very moment. We saw on camera when Stormy decided. I swear I want to believe it, and I'm going to take that to my grave believing that. That is when she decided. That say less. She cheersed up and took a drink. That was her salute. Like, I'm out this bitch. Cheers. That was the
Fakes and
kiss. That was the
snakes.
kiss of death for her. She was
Fakes
done.
and snakes.
She's
That's all I
done.
got to
She's
say.
done.
Fakes and
She's done.
snakes.
She's done. She's done. Okay, what else? Mel feels Trish lied to her about our relationship and the whole triangle Martell. We know that. And she see that she's a liar. We all know that one though. So let's see. Trish was making. Why Mel admitted she was being messy when she called out Trish for not liking for Trish not liking Sunny on behalf of Destiny. Why was that even necessary? I feel that Mel was trying to shift the tables away from her totally and completely onto something else, but I don't even understand why she. Of course, I guess we all have to put it all on the table, but she put that out there, and I wish that the cameras would have showed the faces she was making. I need to know if she was really making faces because Mel said she was making faces, but the camera didn't show no faces. So maybe they'll show a back shot or a back shot, Lord Jesus, a back replay in next episode if they talk about that more. But I need to see her face when that happened because I don't feel that Mel needed to bring that up. She was just being messy. And it was nice to see her in a new confessional. For a minute, I thought we was done with the purple. You see, she had a new cute confessional in white, but then it went right back to the purple at some point. So that goes to show that was edited bad. That was edited bad. So who was it who said that? Was it Shanita who said, she gave Martell the hot pocket? Was it Shanita who said, you see, again, Shanita, here you go. Here you go. But I guess, see, there she go, going at it for Mel. And Mel said that she didn't believe her anyway. She is totally going to bat for Mel. I don't understand how she don't understand that we see that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think the viewers are stupid? We've been watching y'all asses for 9 seasons. Y'all don't think we know how y'all operate? Like, we don't maybe not know y'all, but we know what to expect from y'all. And that was not a surprise that she had it and have Shanita there. Because why the fuck do you need that woman there? Why do you need Amazon there?
Because that's her minion. That's her guard dog. That's all. That's all that is going on. When here's the thing. When someone wants to give the illusion of I'm better than that, I didn't say anything, I'm cool, whatever, and then someone else who's in their camp does the rah 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 rah. Oh, I didn't say anything. I don't condone that. I don't know why they acted like that. And you get to still maintain your, whatever.
Shanita should have been like Lauren on mute. I'll tell you what. I forgot Lauren ass was there. Shit, she sure was. That's how you come and be on camera and stay solo and just enjoy the fucking trip. You know what, Lauren? You can be on any of the episodes. I don't care because you know your fucking place. You know your place. And she stayed in her place. Not only did she know her place, she stayed in her place. And I like that. I really, really like that. Now the fact that Shanita has been ran off by the millimeters, we know she's not going to come back. So I wonder if she's going to have to ask Lauren to step it up a notch. Should the show come back for another fucked up
season? I'm just not getting it. Let me tell you something. When I go to an island, my mission, if it's the girls' trip, I want to enjoy the sights, I want to shop, and I want to drink, and I want to eat good food. Yes. Now, if it's a couple's trip, all that, plus I'm trying to get my back blown out. I'm not trying to be angry. I'm not trying to rehash shit from 5, 6, 10 years ago. I am going, when I tell y'all, first of all, I'm a water sign, I'm a Pisces. When me and the beach and the sand connect, it's a threesome, okay? Me, sand, beach, threesome, okay? Then you add the food and the alcohol and the ambiance and the excursions and all that stuff. We're having a whole moment, okay? So no one is interrupting that. I'm not being nobody's minion. I'm not rehashing shit. I'm here to have a good time. All that extra drama. I'm the type of person would have left that house, went got me a hotel room or my own villa, depending on what my money looking like, and sat on the beach in peace and said, "Call me when y'all hoes stop arguing."
There you go. Boom. I don't. Hey, that makes perfect sense to me. Perfect sense to me. So after that whole debacle, um, they all got on the boat. You know, Mel tried to be
All
the
the
host with the
drama.
mostest after a fucked up night and decided to get the girls on the boat. Now, of course, when they first got on, they showed the girls having a good time, drinking, having eating good, high fiving, kikiing, you know, just being girls. And then it got to the point where motherfucking they had to start talking about everything again, and they started going in on Trish. Like they just started dogging Trish,
It was
talk about
sad.
how they don't believe her and all of this thing, and trying to, you know, connect the dots and compare notes and compare stories. She do got a lot of stories though. She kind of did bring that on herself. Like, girl, you cannot be coming around saying 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different stories, and you think these women is gonna take you for your word. And I don't feel like she can even really get that mad because you brought it on yourself. However, she had every right to get mad at Shanita because, bitch, why the fuck are you even talking? Again, why the fuck are you even talking? It makes no sense. So,
Oh,
so
are we gonna
Destiny
get to
starts
the
saying,
sunny?
huh?
Are we gonna get to the sunny conversation on the boat?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Destiny kept saying that, so then Destiny was like, poor Trish. She was trying to pick stick up for the best they can because she know how it is. She know how it is for bitches for her not to be there in these same group of bitches talking about her. Because that's the same thing that was going on right before she came. They was dogging the shit out of her ass. Period. Okay, so yes. So so right before that whole thing with Sunny, also Nell had brought up the fact that this is the first time we've heard something that Destiny and Lance, Lucky, aka Lucky, Lil Lucky, Lil
I ain't gonna lie,
Lucky,
Lance is
Lil
fine as fuck.
Lucky, Lil Lucky might have a little something going on. Okay,
Lance
I ain't
is
mad at you,
fine.
Destiny. Get your group,
Lance
baby.
is
Get your
fine
group.
as fuck. Like how
Get your
Mel was
group.
going on. Let us be known that Martell is fine. Martell is Lance is fine as fuck. Now I know she can't talk about her son like that, but Lance is fine as fuck.
Lance is fine. Lance is fine.
Fine,
So
fine.
I get where you're going with that, Destiny. Get it. Look, let us know how it is. Look, be a
And
girl's
you know
girl.
what?
Tell us
Like
how it is.
what Nikki B say? Oh, he is, and if Destiny did, I ain't
Okay,
mad
is
at
that
it.
good? I ain't mad at it. I know that's right. If Destiny don't want Lucky, I'm available. Like whole girl said,
I
I
look,
don't wait
this
till
what
if
we
he
need to
don't want
do.
him, I'll slam dunk him tonight.
Check this out. We all need to just get in a sprinter van and roll on down to Huntsville. And what is that? Pop the balloon, 20 verses, whatever. And pick one of us, nigga. Pick one of us. Shit.
Man, we gonna have to reverse it some way, somehow with
Nigga,
the
I
balloon. He
cook
gonna have to
food
hold 28
and have a good
balloons
ass
himself.
motherfucking job. Okay?
I swear to
And I
God.
got bail money and attorney fees on deck. What?
Look, let him pull up on reunion with her. Let him pull up on reunion with her ass. That's what
Right.
I
But if
want.
that's Destiny's man, I retract everything I just said because I don't want nobody's man. But all I'm saying is that man is fine, and I don't even like him that light. I'm just
You know we
that's how,
don't, Dina. You know
no,
that ain't
that's
our
how
type.
fine
That
he
is not our
fucking
type.
is. Cause
That
I'm
is
like
our
my
shade.
niggas so black. When you turn the lights off, you gotta feel for their ass. I want them black, chocolate, oil drop black. But
Blackity
that
black, and I'm
nigga right
black,
there
y'all
is
black.
fine.
For real, for real. For real.
He
But you
gonna,
know, it's
I'm
only the
gonna give
second.
him a pass. I'm gonna
It's
give
only
him a
the
pass.
it's only the second episode. So hey, maybe as the season goes on, we may see something happen between her and Lucky. We may see a, you know, when they all get together at a function or something. Let's see and notice if we see anything happening going on. You never know how it go. You never know how it's gonna go. We'll just see. So, but yeah, Nell act like she kind of okay with it. They can play around, but she know, come on, girl, stop playing. You ain't got no say over what that man is doing, because that's a whole man right there, and he is getting his life. Um, so yeah, so then it did turn to Sunny because Nell ass decided that she wants to ask Sunny about if she got kids. And this is where it went downhill from here.
Jesus,
Dina,
take
why
me.
did she ask her that?
Well, because here's the thing. A lot of people, here's the thing. They throw all these people on the show, right? Like, we don't know if Lauren got kids. We don't know if Shanita got kids. We don't know if Shanita married, Lauren married. It's
Ooh.
just a question, a basic question of getting to know you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like Sunny should not have been are we going through IVF? She could have said, I don't have any kids at the moment, but I'm working on it
Yeah, if
or
she
whatever.
really didn't want to take away,
Because
you
they had
know,
already talked about IVF in the Sprinter van, correct?
yeah. Like how many
So you
times you gonna
only
talk
brought
about
that
it?
up to say this nigga want to have kids with me so bad that we're willing to go through these extra steps in front of Destiny.
But that's not even skip over the fact that now, why is you asking her this to the first point being Destiny's friend?
Right. See,
How you think this gonna make
Nikki just
Destiny
said it
feel?
too.
Knowing now
Nikki,
she gotta hear this shit. She can't jump off the boat. I know it sounds like a sweet transition and option at that moment, but no. We're
but
not jumping
and
off the boat.
that's what you don't want. Here's the thing. Anytime a woman was with a man and it was looking promising and it ended on bad terms, whether whoever left whoever, right? And
Right.
now you are dating and married to someone who is in our circle. So, like acrimony, everything that we plan to do together, right? You're now doing with someone else. And just like Nikki said, like, girl, didn't you hear her talking about IVF journey when they was on the Sprinter van? So you only brought it up to be messy.
Case of
Because
point.
y'all was all on the
Case
Sprinter
in point.
van talking about it long before, because Destiny came late. Y'all all landed at the airport together. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
got on the Sprinter van together. Y'all talked about
Mm-hmm.
that shit on the way. So why would you bring it up on the yacht while Destiny is there?
Right.
Because I've
Let's see.
been like, we
That's
discussed
the
this
only word.
already prior. I personally, I'd have been like, I don't feel, because I'm a respectful bitch. First of all, I would have never did Destiny like that. Let's be clear. But if it was one of them cases where I wasn't Destiny's producer, I never knew Destiny was with this man, and we just happened to be dating the same man later, I would have been, I don't feel comfortable talking about this with her here because that could be hurtful to her. And I am a woman's woman, right?
Right.
Point in case, when I moved back to Wichita in 2020 during COVID, I haven't been there in 19 years. Yes, I was coming for graduations, holidays, funerals, weddings, blah, 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 whatever, right? But I was never there for an extended period of time. When I came back, I said to all my sisters, even my dad's now wife, because I don't know who she used to deal with. We all family now. I need a list of niggas that y'all used to fuck with. I need a list of bitches y'all got beef with. Cause I'm not trying to be cooling with motherfuckers y'all not cool with. And I'm not trying to fuck with niggas that y'all used to be with. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go get one of my old hoes from 20 years ago. And we don't have to worry about nobody saying I'm sleeping with somebody's ex baby daddy husband or whatever. So that's the type of woman I am. And so I would just bypass that whole conversation.
Period. So then it came to a point where they killed the vibe by Mel asking all the girls in one word to sum up the vacation. She asked Tisha to go first, but her ass couldn't think of nothing. But I think she really just wanted to catch the vibe of what everyone else was saying before she really expressed her true sentiments. Because I feel that's what she wanted to do. That's what she wanted to do. But she said, come back to me. So then she asked Nell. And Nell said, exhausting. Yeah, you should be exhausted because you started off on the trip on 189. Mm-hmm. So yes, you should be very exhausted, especially as Mel would say, you being the elderly of the group. Okay,
that was so messed up. This supposed to be your bestie friend of all the girls on there, and you steady throwing shade all the time about her age, even if she is. First of all, let's be clear. Nell, because you got Nell and Mel, so I gotta make that in. Nell might be one of the oldest persons there, but her body don't say that. Them knees don't say that. Her energy don't say that. So why is you throwing that up in her, in her face all the time? As an elder, I don't know. Here's the thing. It is a blessing to get to certain ages, right? Mm-hmm. Now, especially for women, but most importantly for men, right? Because a lot of them wasn't going to make it to 21, 25, 30, like once they get 30, they as long as they ain't on the streets, they should be cool. Right. But it's a blessing to have these years on us. So why are we hated, taunted, teased, joked about, whatever, that we made it to these years? Nell got a good man. She got beautiful kids. They have 2 businesses, and not that I'm looking at women, but Nell body looking real good. Nell body looking real good. Now I don't particularly care for some of her wig choices, but yeah, yes, because we all know that good black don't crack.
Okay, let's get to the rest of these. Okay. So Shanita says she is grateful. You should be, because bitch, why are you here? You were not needed.
What Jocelyn say? How? Why is you here?
Oh, why is you here? Sunny said clarity. No, bitch, there's still no clarity. You still can't read the room. Like you had said, when Nell asked that question, all you had to say was, this is that and third. But you want to go into the whole explanation of your whole entire beautiful journey. And you talk about you don't want to take away from your moment. This isn't a moment. Answer the question and move the fuck on.
We do not need your gynecology report.
No, we do not. Kimmy says revealing. And I can get behind that because, however, Trish revealed nothing, but because I'm still confused.
But Mel revealed all her feelings about her Melanie.
Yeah, we saw Mel's true colors. Mel revealed how she really feels.
Colors shining through.
I see your true colors, and that's why I'm like you. So don't be afraid to let it show. Your true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
You are old as hell. But go ahead.
We ain't shit. Okay, Destiny says a lot. And for her, it was a lot. for her, it was too fucking much, actually. And I commend her for even going on the ship, because, bitch, you couldn't make
Cause,
me.
cause, cause it was
You
obligated.
couldn't
Cause
make
I
me.
guarantee you, if we was in Huntsville and this wasn't a TV show and we was real life friends, bitch, fuck you. You gotta go because you are contractually obligated.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I'm still pissed off that Mel was acting like she didn't know who Tisha's plus one was, and there was text messages showing that she knew.
I hope that is brung up at the reunion.
Yes, amen.
Please let it be brung up at the reunion. Please, please, please. And then Lauren, she gonna say a lot also right after Destiny. Lauren
I
said,
don't
look,
think
I'm
Lauren
playing
can
this
complete
cool.
a full
I
thought
don't
on
made
her
it to
own.
the last couple of days. I'm playing this cool. I am
I
about
don't
to
think she
have
can
the
come
world
up with a
talking about
thought
my
on her
ass.
own. I don't think she can come up with a thought on her own.
Either way, that's good, because now she can go home and ain't nobody talking about her. She
Right.
managed to be on this show and not get talked about. Do you know how rare that is? That is very, very rare. So then it
Mm-hmm.
finally went back to Tisha, and she says growth and maturity or whatever.
Growthful. She said growthful. And
Growthful.
then Mel had
And
the
Mel had
audacity
the fucking
to
nerve
get in the
to be
fucking
in her DM
confessional and tell me she
acting
probably
talking
don't
shit.
even know the word, but it is a real word. Bitch.
Talking shit. Like, you are just horrible, Mel. Like, you weren't this horrible. Like, why are you acting like
Misery.
this in their face and acting like
Misery
this,
loves
knowing they about to
company.
see these confessionals? I just
Misery
don't understand.
loves company.
I
Hurt
just don't
people,
understand.
hurt people.
The shade was just not needed. It just wasn't needed at
It was
all.
extra shady and was not necessary. You are absolutely right.
Rest. But Mel did end up on a high note by doing the whole thing that they
Yeah.
did at the end, because of course you have to make it look like you do give a shit. Start good, end off good, even though everything in the middle was bullshit. And then Sunny, her ass kissing ass talking about Mel is a fabulous host. Are you fucking kidding me?
First of all, the organization or own probably paid for the goddamn trip. Let's be clear. So
Family.
we all know that 98.7679% of the time that the TV show is paying for the trip, somebody's just said, "Oh, I want to host this year. Oh, she set the bar. She did this, that, and the third." Let me tell you something. Don't invite me nowhere if you're gonna talk shit about me behind my
Please.
back. Cause I could have fucking stayed at home with my kids, with my husband, my business is whatever the fuck I had going on.
Save
Because
my
do
outfits,
not
all that.
like a wasted trip. Now I'll go to the Caribbean by myself and relax and ain't got shit to worry about. I ain't got to worry about the drama, the this, this, and the third. I went to Mexico last year by myself for 3 days. Nobody talking about me. I wasn't talking about them. None of that shit. I mean, of course it's TV and they got to give us, storylines and drama or this is
Of
that and the third.
course. Of
But you
course.
wasn't an excellent host when you couldn't show empathy for your guests.
Thank you. Boom. And that's basically how that ended with the girls. So then the scene when it came back, the men went bullseyeing, and everyone was bullseyeing and had a bow and arrow except Moses. And I had checked in on one blogger the other day or yesterday, and they were saying that the reason why is because it's a violation of his probation. I don't know if that was a joke, shade, or if that was real, but damn. Could be. Is that a violation? Is a bow and arrow considered a weapon, a dangerous weapon, or anything like that? I
Well,
don't
no,
know.
here's the thing. They say, and I'm well versed in criminality. Um, a bow and arrow is not it's a weapon, but it's also like a pastime. 90% of the time when they are on probation, you cannot be around firearms, right? So you can't go to the gun range. Now you can do that axe throwing. You could probably do the thing where you take the bat and beat up all the cars and the plates and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But 90% of probations when depending on whether it was a drug offense, a gun offense, whatever, they'll tell you that you cannot be around firearms. So once you are a convicted felon, you cannot be around firearms. They do not go and say you can't have a knife. They don't say you can't have a bow and arrow. It's firearms.
Okay.
So of course
Okay.
it's
So
not
she
gonna go
was
to
just
some
being
range.
funny then. Okay.
Yep.
So I wonder why he ain't played in. But he was the only one they didn't see who had one. And I don't
And
understand
he might
why.
have just been like, y'all not getting me on the tape doing some shit just in case. Because
That
the
shouldn't matter.
law,
Your ass shouldn't be on tape anyway. Your ass shouldn't be on tape. You shouldn't
right,
be in
but just in case they want to say, oh, by the way, in the small fine print, it says knives, bows and arrows, BB guns, assault rifle, just in case
read the
there's some
fine
fine
print,
print.
buddy.
He shouldn't have been. We all know he shouldn't have been there. That's why he locked up now on his probation violation, because he traveled without permission from his probation officer. And it's a simple fucking hearing or a simple paper request. Hey, in order for me to pay my probation fees, I have an opportunity to make some money and I need to go to Huntsville, Alabama. No, your dumb ass hopped on the motherfucking plane, went down there, got y'all little rental apartment and was looking for houses, trying to get a motherfucking check, and now your ass is locked up.
Yep, and that's what she is. Him and Sonny needs to be on Love After
Yes.
Lockup. Somebody said that. That's gonna
Yep.
be next. That's their best bet. I'll tell you what, because
Keep
ain't
getting
no
them
one gonna be checking
checks.
for
Keep
your
getting them
ass on
checks
there.
so you can pay your probation fees. Because depending on where you are, your probation fees can be anywhere from $50 to $1,000 plus a month. So if you go to your probation officer and say, hey, I have an opportunity to make some money, I'll make sure I won't come into contact with any law enforcement. This is an up and up thing. And then I'll be able to pay my thing. I'll be able to, might even be able to pay my restitution or my fees up. Because what people don't understand is if it's a non-violent, non-whatever type of offense, there's a possibility that you can pay to get off probation if you're a model citizen, right? So if you would have just went to them and laid out the format, hey, I'm trying to get paid on TV, then you could have got permission, just like Christian Gold got permission to go to
Well,
Paris for
I
his
hear though
wedding.
the FBI was involved. So if it's at a higher level, could that have changed
But
things?
you can still go and at least you go and petition. And maybe he knew he had did some fucked up shit and they was gonna say, no, I don't know, I'm not in the room. But he is working under, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission, which is why he's locked up now. But I guarantee when there's money involved, if you promise to pay the court or if you promise to donate, do community service, you go and you have a hearing and it could have went in your favor. But if you so dead set against going against the system, then you know what I'm saying.
I wonder if he did go and it didn't go his way and he still just decided to go. Because who is that dumb to just go knowing damn well you ain't supposed to be, knowing that all they got to do is look up on the TV and see your dumbass face there?
Mm-hmm.
You know? But let's move on because we over an hour and we still got a little bit more to talk about. So Martell brings up Destiny to him and he says that, oh, he love her, got love for her, but he love her, but the wife ain't going for that. And so that's where he slipped up. Nigga, you do still care about Destiny, but
Mm-hmm.
you had to do what you had to do because Sunny was a yes woman and she was gonna do whatever the fuck she wanted to do, everything that Destiny wasn't taking your bullshit for. Sunny was a yes woman, and you decided, okay, that's where I need to go because she the one that's gonna do whatever the fuck I say. And she did, and she still is. And look at her ass, stupid enough, probably pregnant, and waiting for your ass to get out, and gonna be probably giving this birth to this child without you there. If that is the case, and I hope it is not, because damn, why does this child have to be put in this position because of your stupid ass fuck ups? Period. So after that, he said he ain't going. After he said the wife ain't going for that, and he took responsibility, but he did take responsibility for not reaching out. So what are you trying to do? You sit up here saying that you still got love for Destiny and you take responsibility for not reaching out. It sounds like to me in some type of way you trying to speak to Destiny through the camera. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. What you think, Dina? What you think? You
Look,
think?
here's the thing. I really think this is a money grab. This is what I think it is. It's a money grab. And I feel like he started messing with her to be hurtful. Then the whole money thing came up. But the heart wants what the heart wants. I got a couple of exes that I still got mad love for. And in another universe or a lifetime or whatever, I would happily run back to. But this day and age right now, no. But I really feel like some people don't know how to express that. So yeah.
And I agree. I definitely agree. So another thing he said was, my wife is my wife, and you know who the side chick gonna be. Like, dude, you are putting flame on the fire. When Sunny sees this, you gotta answer to this. Now, I just can't wait to see if Sunny's gonna go live again and how she's going to make herself not look like a fool, Nikki B, because she showed the fuck do. How she's not gonna look like a fool. Will he be calling in this week? I wonder. Like, does his buddies allow the channel to be on that channel when it's time for it to come on so they can all watch in the community room together of you looking like a stupid ass? Like, I just don't understand. Like, you got to be seeing these things, and if not, you said it. You were there. The cameras were there, and you saw them there, and you said it on camera. Like how stupid is that? That's what I don't know. I love how you said in the last review that Moses read Sunny barcode. He knew she was desperate, and men prey on that.
Yes. You know what? This is what I want to say. No matter how much a woman is self-proclaimed, healed, ready to date, this and that, men do read the barcode.
Especially men like Moses, because he's been in jail before, and that's all them niggas know how to do.
And they con artists, right? And no matter how much we say this is that there, when a woman's clock is ticking, when she's ready to get married, when she's going to accept certain things to say, my man, my man, my man. And it sucks for us women, black, white, yellow, green, purple, whatever, that men have that ability to read our insecurities and play on that to get us to do what they want to do, because really she's just a pawn in the game of that.
Yeah, basically. So Maurice wants to play around and be funny, talk about he got both girls there, and then again, Moses like, yeah. Dude, once again, what the fuck are you doing? If you know damn well that Sunny is not gonna go for this, but you said he doing it. So again, is you trying to say something to Destiny on the low through the camera? Let us know. Let us know.
But let's be clear, Destiny is not going to be nobody's side bitch.
No, Destiny don't been through too much shit. Destiny has been a wife before. She is not about to go to be somebody's side bitch. That's not even in the nature. Point blank, period. So then with the guys, the topic of Trisha Martell comes up. And Martell in Martell fashion explains his story also for the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th time about how he feels. Now this time, now for Martell, it didn't change, but still the things that he is saying is still not helping you. The way you acted from the first time you told the story to this time that you telling the story now, you still coming off as if you lying. You still coming off as if you trying to say something but not speak on it at the same time. You coming off as you trying to insinuate it was by lying so bad. It just it's not working for me. If I almost feel like this is a whole entire made up plot at this point, really. I mean, because we got to remember we supposedly heard that this whole thing between Kenneth Marquez and Trisha is a storyline. That's supposed to be a whole storyline. So I don't even want to spend much time talking about that because I'm mad that we heard that and I'm not about to give not much to that. But we're gonna talk about a little bit, but because that ties in with all of this anyway. But again,
wait, hold on. What did she say, baby? When that CC, whoever
when that content creator asked how Sunny felt about what Moses said, she did not want to answer. Yes, Marcella. Marcella is a friend.
Oh, that's our girl.
Marcella said that. Yes. Marcella's a friend to this page. She usually comes in once in a blue moon, or she'll come up here and drop some gems, and I love what she do. So shout out to Speak With Your Girl, Marcella. That's my girl. But yeah, Speak With Your Girl, Marcella. She actually allowed her on her live, and Marcella was up there for like an hour just asking her questions, talking, and they were going back and forth. Now there was one or two other people also on the live when Marcella was up there, but she was going in, she was asking the questions, she was knocking down all the things that Sunny has said and retracting how she had doubled down on this and how she had went the other way and was retracting her statements and saying another story. Like Marcella was giving her the business. She did not give a fuck. Yes, I love her. I don't know if I can say her name. Yes, Marcella. She is. Yes, Marcella. Yes, that's my baby. I'm gonna call her ass later. No, not later. Tomorrow. We haven't had our Kiki in a minute because she always be letting me know. She be telling me shit that I can't tell, but she be telling me shit. I love her for it. But yes, Marcella will always go back and say it. Like it was lives going back and forth. Sunday would do a live, then Marcella would do a live. Sunday would do a live, Marcella would do a live. It's hysterical. It's like Marcella is living rent free in Sunny's head. Really, for real, she is. I still have to catch up on that live. I still gotta see the ending, but it's amazing. And then also with Anthony Lofty's, he's been coming out. He brung and leaked out some text messages. Like it's going on in real time still. Please do leak Alice Hollery. Yes, it is good. Yeah, we should all watch it and we'll talk about it. I'll ask Marcella to actually come. I'll actually ask Marcella to come be a guest on here for a couple minutes and give us some info and give us some tea. Yeah, we about to end this because that was really it. Because only thing left was I didn't even realize that Courtney ass was there until they zoomed in on him and then he finally spoke. Courtney, I feel is over this too. I feel like this part, Courtney and Stormy are just there just to finish out this season, this contract, whatever. But like I said, when Stormy cheers and took that drink, that was her saying, "Okay, I'm through, I'm out." And that's why when they had that, when the boys were together, Courtney didn't say shit. He spoke when he was asked a question, and he ended up leaving early. He said, "Okay, I've made my appearance. How long do I got to stay in order for this to count? Okay, I'm out." And I feel that's exactly how that went down. Then what happened? Kenneth asked Marceau about him and Marquez's conversation that they had, and he got to talking about them again and talking about how he tells the guys he was with another married woman before. Okay, Kenneth, you have a motherfucking MO here. What is it with you and married women? What is this? Now this comes out? And when was this? See, now we're going to have to elaborate on this more. So I'm sure that may come out more. So, like I said, this is only the second episode.
Yeah, I think Ken is a good side nigga. Ken is a good side nigga. And maybe that's why he wasn't stressing about Trish being divorced, because in the beginning, like, you know how you start something in the beginning and you just I don't give a fuck mode. Oh, this is the same shit I done been through before. We're gonna kick it and have a good time and it's all fun and good. Then it escalates, and then now you're in love, you are building, and you're like, fuck, we ain't did the paperwork.
Yeah. I mean, come on. But it's been too long. Why the fuck is you still married to him? Y'all can set up dates to meet up, to be on camera and do this and
But
that, but
you
y'all
ain't got
can't set up
divorced.
dates to meet up and sign some motherfucking papers and get the hell on. Because if you really, all I know is if I really love my man, I want to marry my man. And if my man asking me to marry him, and if he don't, and if I don't divorce you, my man gonna leave me. I'm about to leave you because I'm about to keep my man. So what are you doing, Trish? Is this a storyline? Yes, it is. And they said it, and that is why I think this is happening. Watch her not end up, her and Ken end up breaking up, and then later on down the line, oh, we decided not to get divorced and give it another chance. Daddy's home. I bet you if Carlos did let the show leave and it came back 5 years later, Marquez and Trish would be back together, happily married with another baby on the way.
I
Bet
don't
you.
think
Bet you.
I really don't think that they're there with that. I really don't think that there's anything
That's
there because he moved to a whole nother city and they got separate lives now and everything. But at the same time, I'm really just not understanding how you just don't get the fuck on.
me neither. Monique says Ken is a weirdo, especially with all the new hate on Marquez online. Yeah, that too. And I've noticed, when he posts, not a lot of people be checking for his posts and liking and commenting and stuff like that. I mean, you got a good body and all, but I'm really wondering what's really going on inside your head, especially for a man this fine and all this, but you want to chase after married women. It's just given something that I can't put my finger on quite yet. And so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. But next week, Marquez and Tishan can actually all sit down together. So we will have that to look forward to and talk about next week. Anything else you got to add to this, Dina?
No, my only thing like with the whole situation is like y'all need to go on ahead and wrap it up with Ken and Marquez and this is that third. I don't something about the storyline seemed a little bit fake to me, but y'all need to go on ahead and did that shit and keep the fuck on moving.
Yes.
Like for real. Because I mean I've heard stories of people being, on break and moving on, and usually somebody then move somewhere you don't know where the fuck they is. But if you got time to be on camera, you got time to be in court.
That's what I'm saying. It's shit. It's probably even quicker to go to court because you gotta do cuts and all this, lights, camera, action, makeup, and all of this for the camera to do a scene.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta put on some jogging pants, grab your keys and your phone, and get the hell on down to the courthouse and do what the fuck you gotta do.
Right.
It's that simple. I'm sure you
That's
don't pass it about 300 times in the
300.
time that y'all
And
have been
that's what
separated.
I said earlier in this exact live. When that motherfucker moved in the house and started taking care of my kids, and here's the thing, ladies, when we know what a good man look like. If he's exemplifying all the characteristics, whether it's 5 months, 6 months, 7 years, 20 years, whatever. The second that motherfucker showed up as a real man, I would have been at the courthouse.
That's what I'm talking about. There is a shortage out here. So you is not waiting around just letting a man just do whatever the fuck you want if something ain't going on.
I'm gonna lock that down.
Something is not
This is what I would have
okay.
did. The first time when the motherfucker moved in the house, I would have been at the courthouse because we all know how hard it is to find a good man. I would have locked that shit down, got divorced. We would have 4 or 5 years, however long they've been together. Because I believe within 2 to 3 years, if you're gonna marry somebody, you got the engagement stage, save your money, and plan a wedding. So I say 2 years to 3 years, you get engaged. By 5 years, y'all should be married, provided you went to counseling, the motherfucker, all that other good shit. Check the boxes, do your due diligence. I'm not letting no bitch steal no good nigga from me. And I'm not doing nothing to fuck that shit up. So the fact that you sitting up here bullshitting on time, you ain't filed not one document of paperwork. You ain't filed not one document looking for a nigga. Not nothing. That means you don't know what the fuck is going on in your life. Because when it's up, it's up.
It's up and it's stuck, right? Like, why wouldn't you want to end that chapter of your life? They've been separated way too long. I would have been at the courthouse so fast, too fast.
Yes.
And I ain't gotta wait for another nigga to come in my life to, let another nigga go anyway. So again,
What? Say that
on?
again. Say it again.
You
Because
I ain't even waiting for no nigga to come into my life just to get rid of another nigga. If I don't want him. I don't want no type of high of energy to your ass.
There was zero niggas on the roster. When I got divorced in 2002, zero niggas on the roster. Nigga, I don't want you having no claim to me. I sure the fuck don't want no claim to you. We gonna sign all this motherfucking paperwork and get the fuck on. Of course, in 2002, I was under the impression of I have to be completely ended because I'm a clean slate type of person. I don't want to go into this. Well,
yeah,
I'm married. Exactly. I got a restraining order. We got to go to court. I'm not trying to put my problems on the next nigga and stress him the fuck out. No, I want a clean slate, clean plate, all that shit. Moving on. So the second that motherfucker left, and when Marquez moved to another city, peace out.
It ain't got no more, and I don't have nothing else to say about that. That's how that would have ended. Period. You can't try to come back. You can't do that. Like, I don't care. It's done. It's done. But I cannot wait to see this sit down to next weekend.
Yes,
I can't wait to talk about it.
With bated breath, as they say. I'm waiting for it.
Yes. So we will be back next week, ladies and gentlemen, same time.
We'll be back on Monday for Baddies Midwest and Jocelyn's Cabaret, Texas.
Yes, ma'am. So make sure y'all are subscribed and make sure you got that notification bells on so y'all don't miss it. But we are good with our time. So it's same time, same day, every week. So there shouldn't be no confusion, even if YouTube want to be a certain type of way and not give y'all the notifications. Because I know people don't get notifications for me sometimes. And I do not know why. That ain't cool. But y'all know y'all can catch me tomorrow morning and every morning at 11:30 Eastern time for Hey Boo Haze in the morning, where we talk about everything that has gone on in the past 24 hours, and the confessors meet up together, check in on each other, make sure we all good, and we're going to have a good day, and we had a good day after we left the previous day. So come in and enjoy the conversation in the family. It's a good time. I get ready for work, and we just go through all the hot topics and all the great things that have happened and the shows that I have watched. Now, with that being said, it's time for me to get on off of here because y'all know what time it is. It's time for my date with TJ Lavin. Yes, I need to go watch the challenge to see what is happening. So, me and Dina wish y'all great health and great loveliness and all of that good stuff. Be kind to yourself and each other. Make yourself smile before anybody else. And just love life, because for the next 4 years, we got to just buckle down, because in public service announcement, Black women, we are no longer doing nothing. We are no longer doing nothing but stand and being the great, powerful Black women that we are.
Vacation. I'm not showing up to no protest. I am not showing up to sign no petition.
No.
We are sitting the next 4 years out. We
I'm
are
not donating to no charities.
FMLA.
Don't come to me with your sob stories.
For the next 4 years.
I'm talking about you bitches at my job too. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, because I know I don't care. I really don't care. Good night, Monique. And you know it's only lovely, always lovely to see your crazy ass, okay? And Nikki B, thank you for holding it down in the chat tonight, my queen. Thank you. We will see your beautiful self next week, hopefully, all right? Now, y'all, go be the greatness that y'all is, which is the Black woman. And I will see, hopefully, maybe I'll see y'all in the morning for Hey Boo Hays, where we get into it. Now, let me leave y'all with this beautiful message. And y'all know that I love y'all. Okay? We'll catch y'all. If you don't like this video, you a hoe. And your mama told me.